So we have all sorts of nonverbal channels to convey programmatics. The first one is the most famous one is we call it body language, but it's actually called Kinesics, which is a group that contains posture, hand gestures, facial expressions, micro expressions, combinations between them. For example, gaze to listen ratio. We also have Vocalics, also called paralanguage, which is everything that has to do with a voice. It can be the pitch of your voice, which is the frequency, high-pitched voice like Ben Gurion's, or a low-pitched voice like bass or baritone like Ali Einstein. We have your volume, your speech rate, interruptions, pauses, all these things are grouped under Vocalics. This is the second one. Then the third one is called Proxemics, from the word proximity. And there we have everything that has to do with how we're arranged in space.
Setting.
Yeah, the physical setting. So the distance between us, close talkers, for example. Look at a business deal table, okay? Even if these people speak Japanese and you know nothing in Japanese, you'll know who's calling the shots, basically, based on how they're seated. Even without knowing to explain it, your brain knows how to classify it. That's Proxemics. We have haptics, which is touch. Everything has to do with touch, how we shake hands, how we pat each other on the back. So that's haptics. We also have chronemics, from the word chronology or time, which is extremely, extremely interesting. It's how we use time as a social signal. It's not just about being late, okay, or how late we are, but it's also all sorts of pauses. For example, if I pause after you ask a question, or if I respond to your emails in a certain timing versus your response. WhatsApp included. You know how many couples will break up just because of chronemics? Millions. The last common nonverbal channel is called textual paralanguage, or TPL for short. And that is everything that has to do with how we write emails or text. We focus on emails specifically, but think of it this way. I'm sure you've encountered many high-end personalities who are not really taking a lot of, are not adhering to grammar or to punctuation. They will sign their name with a lowercase first letter. They will write, part.
What do you think about it?
These violations of what's correct are actually a power signal. And the same person that will do that will not necessarily do the same thing with somebody else. So if you're an entrepreneur, early stage entrepreneur, and a big time investor does it to you, it is not his style. If he would try to recruit Warren Buffett as his LP, he would not do that to Warren Buffett. It doesn't matter what he says.
So why does he do it?
Because he can. Social signals don't carry any liability from a legal standpoint, so they're a very safe way to communicate power.